All right, welcome everyone with Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Kaiji, Season 2, Episode 17. The block is in.
It is in, and Kaiji looks a little bit nervous, but he hasn't pulled out all his stops yet.
No.
This was just the means by which he got past the pins, setting up the whole thing with the construction crew and the room above the office.
And he's got a plan for the whole thing. So, this block shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm just wondering whether his plan is I'll make everybody think that the house is cheating, and hopefully that pressure will be enough because, well, that's not actually in your control of what they do as a result of that.
It's gonna be a little bit tougher than that. That being said, they are noticing. They are kind of being a little bit like, hey, you know, what's going on here? Because it's not just that the block is up, but it's also that things have been adjusted so that the sideways bounce that they used before just isn't possible anymore.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is that they do the whole thing of the people being like suspecting it of cheating, but you know, of course they don't have control over it. But then he uses the fact that they had the engineers work on it, turn off the block. Everybody thinks, oh yeah, that's right. And then they can't take him out of the seat because everybody is already suspecting him of cheating.
Yeah. I mean, I would love something of that nature to happen, but who knows? Have to see. Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
That's a cool shot.
No. Yeah, but that's not spinning anymore. Pointless pounding.
Okay. But who's the one pounding?
God, the way that the ball's bouncing sounds like it's almost mixing with the OST. It feels like a video game soundtrack, you know? Give me another card. Get bent! Zawa.
Gloating will be the end of you.
Honor his request, yep.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I love that he's saying this, though, as like part of the showmanship for the crowd. But even then, it'd still be in your control.
Yeah,
right. Yep,
because that's not his plan. There'd be more people here. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
It's almost time, yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, so they'll be waiting here so that he doesn't get a chance to run or anything. Oh.
Oh, wait, no, maybe this is legit.
Oh, for the, yeah, for the 45ers.
Yeah.
Right. To break their spirits.
But that feels like it's setting them up for failure, though.
But also maybe to give them that bit of hope of like, hey, see, if you just are like Kaiji, you might be able to get out.
God, just him talking about that, I'm feeling out of breath. Oh. Tasukete. Kaiji-kun.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh my god. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
カイジ君、やっとるの相変わらずバカなことを。皆の衆、よく見ておけ。この男、こう見えてなかなかのつわものでの、この土壇場、どうジタバタするのか、それをよく見ておくのだ。高額のために。
Someday.
壊れてる。なぜするの
This is so much more unhinged than he was in the first season.
Okay, something's been activated. Something's going. Oh,
but poetic language is great and all.
God, Kaiji's like a fucking revolutionary. They're gonna put him up on screen. The revolution will be televised, and they're gonna see it. And regardless of whether he wins or loses, they're gonna, riot.
Well, and this is all part of the fun, probably for Hyodo, of like, yes, he managed to claw his way out of there. So yeah, we'll give them this.
Right.
Oh, he's here.
He is here.
Oh yeah, and he's watching them watch the TV. Of course.
I'm going to build up hope so that we can give you even more crushing despair.
Yep.
Yep. For real?
That's right.
He's a real one.
But why the fuck did you have to choose Pachinko?
Yeah!
How the fuck are you supposed to win that?
You fucking dumbass!
Yeah.
Ah! They think about it being
sure.
peanuts. They don't know that something like this even exists. No. Oh, then he got mad at him. You dumbass! There's this thing called yen. Do you remember it?
Uh-huh.
4000円ってことは、カイジさんは80万持ってるから何発だ
？80万などというはしたがね、あの台じゃ2分で解けるぞ。
それじゃあ、
奴は元手として5000万という金。
50 million, and they have no idea how.
Yeah.
Who knows?
More importantly, that's almost enough to get us out
Oh
in the
no,
first
they
place.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Holy shit.
Give me another, yeah. With the broken nails and everything.
Yep. Deep pockets.
Yep, halfway through. Yep, yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, not happening in his lifetime. And I love how normally there wouldn't be much of a reason for this to be told to these people, but because of Hyodo, no, he wants them to know exactly what's at stake.
Right. Kaiji-kun!
Yeah!
Kaiji-san! Ganbare!
You can do it! Yeah, everybody cheer, lend him your energy!
Right. Ah!
And then from here, as they're crying out, tears, flowing, then we cut to Hyodo giggling as he's lapping up the wine.
Right.
Yeah.
醜くわべておるな、地下の虫どもが。の。
はい。
Enthusiastic!
いい見苦しい。全くなんて無様な姿だ。
わかるかお前たち。
は
なぜわしはあの地下のクズどもにテレビを見せることを許したか。
すいません。
無力。無力であることを知ってもらうためだ。祈り応援そんなもの無力。
Because they got a glimpse of that when Kaiji got out.
Right.
あんなものはクズどもの気休め。
Right.
浅はかな迷信よ。逆に言うなら、祈るようになったら人間も終わりという。
Oh shit! What a philosophy!
あの沼はデン。あれはクズどものヒーローに出せる代
The hero of the helpless.
無理な話だ。あれはこうなり名を遂げた者だけが出せる名義。誰でもというわけにはいかない。
But what was the deal with your win then? Because, like, this is posturing, but...
当然こいつらの道、未来も閉ざされる。
I love that. Mirai, future.
Yeah.
祈りが通じると思っている哀れなクズどもの未来がな。
Yeah.
意味のない行為、実らぬ努力。
Pointless pounding, but let's keep going.
Yep.
彼らにはカイジの執着がまさに愚行にしか見えない。ついにその場を離れ始めるギャラリー。
He's gonna be through his third card pretty soon.
He persists! Why, Mr. Anderson? Why do you persist?
Right.
Yeah. Ah! Feels like something straight out of Utena, Just like,
for real. Like, if you've got some strategy, I feel like now's the time to pull it out.
Yeah.
Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. All right.
For an episode that gave us no progress for Kaiji, the idea of bringing Hyodo now is such a fun reveal for it.
And I love that it's because Hyodo taking a special interest in it. Of course, like Kaiji impressed him for a little bit, even though afterwards he was like, "Oh, you lost your fingers, man.
Right.
What the fuck? I gave you the out." But now he got to this point, so it's like, okay, sure. But then the fact that he's so cocky that he's like, I'm gonna broadcast this to everybody.
Right.
Like, so that I can, like, double dip and triple dip on my, suffering boner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all gonna blow up in his face.
Yeah, we hope.
Oh, yeah. If it doesn't, that would be such a ballsy move for the show. Like, imagine, it's just, you thought this was bad? Kaiji goes someplace even worse.
All right.
Okay.
Hyodo is here. We have the classic moment where all the antagonists and the protagonists, friends, or accomplices, are watching the hero do their thing.
Yeah.
and commentating and giving their reasons as to why they need to lend him their energy or just encourage him or flat out laugh and mock those who think that means anything.
This was Hyodo's episode. Like, even though we had a lot of time focusing on the 45ers, you know, at towards the end, because yes, of course they're cheering him on and, you know, have their eyes transfixed by that screen and to see what happens. This was some new characterization for Hyodo. Like, because we've seen him be psycho before. We've seen him relish in other people's suffering.
Right.
But even the stuff that he did where he like talked up his own hype, you know, that very much seemed to me like it was part of the con on Kaiji specifically, because he's going to be getting money from him, right?
Right. But this is him not needing to perform really for anyone,
unless it's for all the people around him, right? That the performance runs so deep that the only reason why you saw something slightly different maybe was because it was just you, him, and Tonegawa, right?
I mean, maybe,
you know?
but also Kaiji might be actually more important to him than these guys are.
Sure. Oh,
because
100%.
Kaiji's not only a source of entertainment, but also he considers Kaiji to be one of those exceptional people.
Right.
And he's like, but he's not one of the exceptional people.
Yes.
He's just got a taste of it.
Right. He's exceptional enough so that the struggle strokes my suffering boner in a way, and control boner in a way that nothing else does. Right. Because I see the Herculean efforts that he is doing and succeeding in to get to the point where he has the opportunity, where he has the hope. Maybe, wish upon a star, this can happen. But nope, my power is absolute, and so crawl, little worm.
Yeah.
You know, and I gotta say that is one of the reasons why I like it is that even though it is making me look at him in a very new light, it is a more extreme light of like perspective of what I already saw him as, right? I just saw him as more of like a I didn't see him as quite this psycho, which is weird to say with how psycho he was in the first season. But like the fact that his introduction in this scene, his reintroduction kind of for the season, is he has a bunch of men dump wine bottles into a small bath basically, and then goes up on all fours and starts lapping it up.
Yeah.
And then tells all his men to do the same.
Yeah.
And in fact, has one of them get hauled off because he wasn't excited enough about it. That's a whole other level of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he wants total control of not just the worms down there, but even the people around him, right? Like, he wants them to be terrified to where when he asks them a basic question, they're stuttering and not sure if this is the point where they're going to say something he just doesn't like and then they're gone.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Enthusiasm! Sir, I'm very enthusiastic about answering. Wait, I actually don't know how to answer this question. So
I don't know, sir.
Rather than presume to know the answer, I'm just going to say I don't know.
Right, and hope that that's okay with you, right?
Yeah.
Like, and the way he's like, and any one of you could be here someday.
Yeah.
Like that's...
I think that's the part of the posturing, is that this is still a thing of where all of them are, just security guards, people of slight import or what have you.
Sure.
But it's none of you are immune from this world that I show you here. Not just Kaiji's world of someone struggling to climb, but these, but these people in hell here, you could be there tomorrow, and there's nothing you can do to stop that.
In fact, that guy there, he might be on his way there right now.
He could be.
You know?
You don't know.
Yeah.
I love Hyodo as a villain so much.
He is delightful in how awful he is.
He's so disgusting. He looks like he oozes ooze out of him when he walks around.
Yep.
He looks like he's just falling apart at the seams visually.
Oh, yeah.
And yet there's something disgustingly powerful nestled deep within him that is like, no, I struggled. And it's it's the person that says like, oh yeah, I was just like Kaiji and I climbed.
Right, exactly.
To get to where I am. And then you realize, no, you just are another scam artist, someone that just made your way here. And maybe that is similar to Kaiji, but no, you haven't been that way in like 50 years.
Oh yeah.
Like, you don't really remember what that's like. That's why you like watching Kaiji.
Exactly.
So that you can get off and they're like, yeah, that was like me. I was also.
Yeah. Like if I had to use a singular word to describe how he seemed in this scene, it would be infantile, actually.
Yeah.
Because yeah, exactly. Like it. He was intimidating and imposing, but he had a presence to him that made me take him very seriously in the first season.
Before this episode, yeah.
Before this episode.
Yeah.
Whereas this is the,
right.
No. Like it both makes him seem more special in that sense, but also less special because before it was at the very least like, okay, he runs a tight ship clearly. Right. So that at the very least I can respect even if it's in a dark way of, how terrible the person is and all that stuff. Whereas here, I mean, yes, he still does, but that almost makes it almost seem like it's more of a matter of happenstance. He happened to be in this situation and he's a Joffrey that lived to his old age, right? And now it's just everybody has to deal with him, right? Like, and he knows enough so that he's not actually going to just get, offed or whatever, right? He's actually going to stay in his position, but that's 100% who he is and what his core is.
Right. I would love to know whether he runs on the fear of being taken over at some point by some kind of upstart, or if he runs more based on the pleasure as he sees watching people suffer. Because I think there is a little bit of it now where because of what I would also agree with the infantile nature here, that fear is a part of it. It might not be that big on the priority list comparatively, but it's there, and it's somewhere.
Right. Because like
it's what Darth Vader does when he chokes out an officer.
Yeah.
It's the idea that like if you are incompetent, you should be scared, which is not a good management tactic.
No.
But it is a good tactic if you want to avoid people betraying you. Because incompetency is a sign of a potential betrayal. You failed me for the last time.
Sure.
So this is something that could keep the people who are underneath him, who could be threats, in line.
Oh yeah.
So
It's weird because I absolutely see the thing you're talking about, and I saw that too. But I feel like I'm seeing two contradictory things at once.
Right. Yeah.
Because
that's what I'm talking about.
With the earlier bit, I also got in season 1, I got the sense of him being afraid too, and it was in more of like the sober, mature approach to that fear, where yes, I'm aware that this can happen, and so yes, Kaiji, come along and let's play our little game, right? And then you'll run along now, and I'll have had my little dalliance.
But this is the chain reaction of that. It's still going.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not changed. That's not.
No,
that's
right.
Still
It's
here.
it's to such a deeper level,
right? And it's because Kaiji fell so far that this is how deep he's willing to go in order to struggle to have the chance, in order to have the opportunity,
right?
It's all layers on top of layers, and Hyodo's just laughing probably because he's like, I haven't seen anybody get this far off of this many sequences of sequences, going to here.
Right. Keep
Kaiji
working the shaft, Kaiji.
Right. Kaiji could have been that person that just went on the ship. Right. And then it's just like...
And then it's done. And
it's over. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Right. And this makes me want to see more and more of Hyodo, which I've wanted more of Hyodo since, we saw him in the OP, because that moment is fantastic.
In a lot of ways, though, Hyodo showing up here means that this arc is going to continue a lot longer than I thought it was going to.
Sure.
Which I'm actually a little bit worried about, because this episode gave us zero real progress with Kaiji with regards to the bog. He just went through 2 more Pocky cards.
Right.
And that's a lot of time to spend on Kaiji effectively doing what seems to be nothing. So I would like the next episode to really showcase why that progress actually did mean something.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a lot, have it mean something. Because I think the best thing about this show is that you get really invested in Kaiji's journey.
Yes.
But if the journey proves to have moments of fruitlessness, have that actually mean something beyond just the people watching it going, oh, look at how powerless they are, to watch Kaiji being powerless. Ha ha, it's evil. And I'm like, yes, I love that. It's sick, it's twisted, it's powerful, but give us also still the mechanical stuff with Kaiji a
exactly.
little bit.
That's and that kind of a thing, I can kind of assume to be like, it's not that big a deal because for the most part, it's not actually showing Kaiji's internal thoughts or anyone on his team. True. The weirdest part where it got was when it went into what's his name's
the loan shark.
Yeah, the loan shark guy's perspective, and he's talking about like, yes, pound your way through, and all that stuff. I'm like, wait, no, you know the plan too, right? Like,
right.
Like why are you talking in this poetic language?
Endo,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Like, that was the part where I was kind of confused because I'm like, wait a minute, is Kaiji actually keeping things from them? Or is this something where it's no, this is all part of a con, a persuasion or whatever on the crowd. And so this is a big risk, but it's necessary in order to try and make,
and I think that's also a thing that they held back probably now just because tonally it doesn't fit if you have that undo effectively what Hyodo is saying here.
Yes.
So it's an adaptation or at the very least some kind of choice in the source material to make Hyodo's presence feel so disempowering for Kaiji.
Right.
But all right, that means there's not really much to discuss about here. But
not really.
That means next episode is going to be pretty crazy.
So and we've got Hyodo on the scene, so that's awesome.
We love
awesome,
that.
because Ichijo, I'm sorry, I can only care about, one-upping you so much. Right. Whereas now, the
stakes are really cranked up now. So y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.